Welcome to Mr. Chalk's Revision Tips. In this video, we will look at arteries, veins and capillaries. So the vascular system works with the heart to supply the body with oxygen and nutrients and removes waste products. There are 5 classes of blood vessels, so arteries, arterioles, veins, venules and capillaries. So that's slightly different from what you would have covered at GCSE level. Capillaries allow the diffusion of gases and the transfer of nutrients and waste products between the blood and the tissues. So blood flow and blood pressure are regulated by nervous, chemical and hormonal mechanisms. So some organs and tissues can automatically adjust their own blood flow as well. So the arteries are the blood vessels that deliver oxygen-rich blood from the heart to the tissues of the body. Each artery is a muscular tube lined with smooth muscle tissue and smooth tissue and has 3 layers. So the intima, the inner layer which is lined with smooth tissue, which is called the endothelium. So they carry blood away from the heart, and apart from the pulmonary artery, the blood is always oxygenated. They have thick muscular walls. The passageways are quite narrow, so the lumen, which is the actual space where the blood flows, is quite narrow, and this ensures that the blood is travelling under high pressure. So the artery tunica eventua is the strong outer layer covering the arteries and also in veins, which constricts the connective fluid, the collagen and the elastic fibers together, right? So it helps contain them. The artery tunica media, so this is the middle layer and consists of the smooth muscle and the elastic fibers. This layer is thicker in arteries than in valves and veins. An artery is, like I said, is the blood vessel that is carrying blood away from the heart, so it needs to be able to carry blood at that high pressure and help maintain that high pressure. And the artery tunica intima, so this is the inner layer which is in direct contact with blood flowing through the artery. It consists of an elastic membrane and smooth endothelial cells. So the hollow centre in which the blood flows, like we've said before, is called the lumen. The circulatory system moves blood through the body. So the veins are an important part of that system. So most veins carry deoxygenated blood back towards the heart. So they've got thin walls, they've got a large lumen, and they contain blood that is under low pressure, so therefore they've got valves. So veins carry blood to the heart, so the blood is always deoxygenated apart from in the pulmonary vein. The vein tunica eventua, so this is the strong outer covering of both arteries and veins that consists of connective tissues, collagen and elastic fibers. The vein tunica media, so this is the middle layer and consists of smooth muscle and elastic fibers. So this layer is thinner in veins. So the vein tunica intima, so this is the inner layer which is in direct contact with the blood flowing through the vein. So it consists of smooth muscle and endothelial cells. So the hollow centre through which the blood flows is called the lumen. Right, veins also contain valves to prevent backflow and aid in with the blood returning via the vagus system. So the movement of the legs squeeze veins, which helps push the blood back towards the heart. So when muscles contract, the blood within the veins is squeezed back up the vein and the valves open. When the muscles relax, the valves close again to prevent that backflow. Capillaries are the smallest and most numerous of the blood vessels. They form the connection between the vessels that carry blood away from the heart and towards the heart. They've got a very, very thin layer of cells, so there is a short diffusion distance. They are highly branched, so there's a large surface area. They've got a very, very narrow diameter, which means that the cells are kept close together. The lumen only allows a flow of a single red blood cell at a time, and the spaces between them allow white blood cells to escape. So the capillary is a small blood vessel around 5 to 10 micrometers in diameter and having a wall of endothelial cells which is only 1 cell thick. They're the smallest blood vessels. So these microvessels are the site of exchange of many substances which the intestinal, internal fluid around them, so the tissue fluid around them. The blood vessels are part of the circulatory system and function to transport the blood throughout the body. The most important types are the arteries, the veins and the capillaries, which we saw earlier is where the exchange of nutrients, etc. takes place. So circulation is movement of blood through the vessels of the body that is induced by the pumping action of the heart and serves to distribute nutrients and oxygen to and from remote areas in the body and remove waste products. So the circulatory system is a network consisting of various blood vessels, and this network supplies tissues in the body with oxygen and removes waste products. It also supplies and carries hormones around the body. So we're looking at what the job of the circulatory system is. It transports substances around the body. If we're looking at why we need a circulatory system, it's because simple diffusion from the outside to the inside would take too long. And finally, what pumps blood around the circulatory system? It would be the heart.
Thanks for watching.